This is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, motivate, to educate, to inspire, helping you get beyond your first moving career and get better mindset today. Help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe and sharing the content and just being with me. And we can help make it better tomorrow today. So tonight, you know what it is. You know what it is. This is the Hero's Journey and the recap, the update, as well as the Q&A. The Q&A. And what we will be doing today, we will be recap. Without I'm going to do a recap on an old favorite. I not modified much, but I thought it was worth reiterating an old video with a new face to it. Attitude adjustment, because so often individuals at this time in the civilization as far as the United States as well as the world, we have a lot of individuals who have issues with attitude, and they need it to be adjusted. Now let me talk about it. First, I'm gonna do my recap. I'll see if anybody's in the queue for me to do any to play back any audios from the podcast. A Hero's Journey with Dr. D, the podcast.com. And seeing that I don't have any there, I will my next I will go through the recap, the update, and the Q&A. All right. So the recap. Now what we do first, we do the recap. Now I'm doing a recap on attitude adjustment. Now, yes, attitude. Attitude is the thing that we all have. Some people have good attitudes. Some people have bad attitudes. But the question is, where does the attitude come from? Attitude first formulates with a thought, and I talk about thinking a lot on my podcast as well as my videos. I talk about thinking because I believe everything starts with a thought, and if we don't get our thinking together, everything's gonna be jacked up. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. If you don't believe that, evaluate your thinking. I challenge everybody to do a thought journal, and you will actually assess and see how foul your thinking is. However, the thing is that we generally think that our thinking is because of what our doing. However, I'm here to contest that. I believe it's not necessarily about what we're doing, but what we're not doing, what we allow to be done to us. I explained in the previous video that uh, our nest, our mind is the habitation with aspiration and dreams dwell in. Well, if aspiration and dreams dwell in of yours, how does your attitude get disrupted into a negative space? Well, it depends what your aspiration and dreams are. Your aspiration and dreams could be negative within itself, but it all starts with a seed. Who has planted that seed? Who has planted that seed within your nest? And everybody has a seed, but every seed does not need to be germinated. Every seed does not need to be germinated. And if the seed is germinated, it grows to full maturity. And if it grows to full maturity, it can be damaging. Ha- Have anybody ever run into a tree when it's been, if you ran over a tree or ran into a tree that's being built, that's being structured, I mean, that's being planted? A brand new tree can be uprooted and moved easily. However, that 500-year oak can kill you. Your car can hit it head on. The car will move, it will crush into itself, but the tree's not going anywhere. That's the same thing like a thought. The thought can be planted by predisposition to our heredity, to our family line. The thought can be planted, or the seed of the thought can be planted through the predisposition to our heredity. It can be planted through the situations that have come up in our life, in our upbringing, as well as the environment. But the question is, how would you plant? How do you germinate, or do you germinate? Do you water it? Do you tend to it? Because if you water it and you tend to it, it grow to something, right? However, if you don't water it, you don't tend to it, and it's negative. It would grow to something if it's meant to be, if it's a positive seed. Because in order to take care of roses and certain types of flowers or plants, you have to have a little care to it, right? You have to put a little care, little time, little effort. However, if you don't put any effort into it all, at all, what happens? Weeds. Weeds grow through the cracks in the cement. Weeds grow if you never talk to it. Weeds grow when you don't want them. Weeds are like the predisposition of the genetic traits that you don't desire, but they come up when you don't want it. Weeds are the old situations that happened to you when you were a youth. Weeds are the old neighborhoods where you actually walked and had to run from, which struck fear in your heart. Those are the weeds that if we don't plant new seed, the weeds will overtake our thought life. And remember, like I said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So what what seeds are you planting to overthrow the negative program that was planted by somebody, which wasn't you? Marketers do it all the time. Media they plant a seed because it's about the bottom line. If you notice the shift in culture and different things happening, it's really not about. I believe the bottom line of everything. Everybody's about the bottom line. If I can get you shift, if I can shift your mindset to be a consumer on a product that I want you to buy, then I'll change the perception. I will change how you view it. I will change the outlook of my product to change your mind and change that thought and adjust that seed to make it the tree I want it to be. How about you taking control of the trees in your mind? Now, I'm talking about trees. I'm talking about thoughts because if attitudes start with thoughts, and toxic thoughts are the thing that needs to be adjusted. When people have negative thoughts, fear is the father of the negative train. Fear, anxiety. Uh, those are things that causes one to be toxic. And generally, when a person is toxic, they have things bubbling up inside of them, and they spew it out. I used the example in the video uh, about an attitude adjuster. Attitude adjustment is found in the plane, and if you look at attitude adjuster, is that when a person is still flying the plane, they look at the attitude adjuster versus looking at the sky and the wind, because what happens is that the sky can turn dark. So do you look outside? Do you look outside or you look inside? The same principle goes with life and to your person. Do you look outside your mind or do you look inside your mind? And what's being funneled, what's being processed? The attitude indicator says you go up and says you go down. But if you look straight ahead, the external may look totally different. So you need to adjust, you need to evaluate what's going on in your mind. Evaluate your thought. What do you allow to sit in the seat of your crown? What do you allow to sit in the seat of your neck? That's the thought for you. That's the thought for you. So adjust your attitude so you can be pleasant to be around. Yeah, cheers. Yay. Oh, my light just went out on y'all. Yeah, so I think we all need to, at times, things can really tick us off. They really get under our skin. Everybody goes through it. But we need to adjust the attitude so it can be pleasant. You draw what you are. You pull what you are. If you wonder why everybody's foul towards you, maybe because you were foul. Why does anybody trust you? Maybe because your energy shows that you're not trustworthy. We need people to tell us the truth about ourselves so we can evaluate ourselves. Because most of the time we're doing things in routine fashion because we don't stop to evaluate our thoughts or evaluate our patterns or how we do things. Because at the age of 35, by the age of 35, usually a routine is set in place as is pretty much you doing things routinely. A great portion of the population does the routine and they're set in a routine at the age of 35. And about 5% of person's day is consciously done with. 95% is just done routine. Get up, wash, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, go to work, do this, pay the bills, Christmas, Easter. It's a routine. And before you know it, time has went by. And so take time to evaluate your thoughts so you won't you won't shoot up high when you need to stay calm and you know at an even keel. Evaluate what you're thinking about. More importantly, evaluate what you allow to come in your mind. Evaluate what you allow to come into your mind. Because some people don't think about what they allow. They don't think about what they think about. Do you think about what you think about? Or do you just let people just slap you around?
Ah!
You let family members just come in and just dump on you. Are you a dumpster? No, I'm not a dumpster. I hope you're not either. So I know some people find it more difficult to adjust their attitude more than others. But first start with listening. Listening to somebody other than yourself. Listen to what other people hear and how you communicate and how you come off. Because everybody can't be wrong. Everybody said the same thing from a different lens. All right. Okay. That is my wrap up. Now my update is ah I'm still figuring it out, tell you the truth. My update so I welcome any other comments. I think Phil put something in there. Update wants me to do a video on hmm, I forgot what it was. I wrote it down. But if anybody needs me to do a video about something that connects to my format or that you like to get some assistance on, just put it in the comment section after the live. Or you can put it in chat section while I'm doing the live. Or this may be the replay. So just put it in the comment section. I definitely will get back with you and formulate something because like I've generally stated before, my goal objective is to encourage, to motivate, to educate, to inspire, to help people get beyond the first move, build a better community, build a bigger community of people helping people, not just me just talking. All right. So that is my wrap up. Oh, this is a record. This is a record again. Y'all gonna y'all gonna assist me to go down and look at the game. I tell you. All right. That's my wrap up. My update. Now I'm opening the floor for my Q&A. Let me cut my give it a couple seconds, couple minutes, a couple seconds for Q&A. So nobody's in the back room. So if nobody's in the back room, you know what that means. I'm out. Okay, but not before a parting word. The parting word is that um just check me out because my goal is to help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, sharing, give me a like, thumbs up. What you do is you help you so we can help others and you help me create a better tomorrow today. So with that being said, please adjust your attitude and be better to somebody because you want to be better to you. Now this is Hero Journey with Dr. D. If you don't remember anything else that I've said tonight, if nothing else has went to heart, remember this: you are important. And every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never move back. Because I said it, you are important. And you have destiny and you have purpose. Peace and blessings. And this is Dr. D, and we are